Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to 7 Days of Daily Growth with Nay. I hope you guys are doing good. It is Thursday, Gratitude Thursdays. To show gratitude means to be thankful, to appreciate something, to be grateful. And so I want to start today's video off with my own personal experience today. After class today, and then going into my next class, some stuff had happened. So instead of just being thankful off gate, I immediately was like tight. Like I immediately was like trying to figure out what's going on because, I'm going into class and I'm about to have class, but it's like heavy on my mind. But being here right now, I can say the first thing I should have done was I should have just been grateful. Period. I should have just said thank you. So I just want to say that in that moment, and I had to think through it because I had another class. So I was in class, but class really was interesting. So, it was when I was on my way home where it came back to me and I was like, I gotta talk this out. And, I don't vent. So I have to talk to myself. So I was walking and I was talking and I wasn't praying. I was just talking to myself because I had to work through that feeling. I was tight. So then I realized that, God was humbling me. And I was tight about that. I didn't really like how he was doing it. And then I just had to keep talking to myself and working through it and thinking about it. And then I came to the conclusion. I got to a point where I was now humbling myself. I had to humble myself. I had to look at myself like, hold on, wait. God is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Humble yourself. Be thankful. Be grateful. Always. And I just had to think about everything I've been through, how far I've come, where I'm at. I don't even need to not be grateful, not be thankful, not to feel like I'm not blessed to be where I am with everything that I have going on. So I just really came to the conclusion. I was like, the first thing I should have said was thank you. That's it. Instead of getting tight, instead of trying to figure stuff out, work my mind, get myself all upset, I should have just said thank you in that one breath. Thank you. And kept moving. Instead, I will allow, feelings to come, emotions to come, which, had me kind of tight with God. Like, what you got going on, my boy? For real. But then, I don't vent. So, and I don't have time to really journal. And, journaling is a form of talking to yourself to me. So, I know I need to start back journaling like I used to back in like high school, middle school, but do not be having the time. Really, like that can't even fit my schedule. It can, but I'll be pushing it. So I was like, I gotta get this out. So I was talking to myself, and I've been doing it for a while, talking to myself. Like that kind of replaced the journaling for me. So just working myself through my own problems, really, like speaking it aloud and just saying, when you say it out loud, stuff make more sense. You come to your senses, you figure it out. And, certain stuff you just like, okay. So that was one of those situations where, I had to humble myself. And then I had to tell myself, I was like, well, God know what you want. You know what you want. You want a lot. And that's okay. That's okay. But it's not the time right now. Patience is a virtue. I have to be patient. I have to wait a little bit longer. No matter what that looks like for me, I just have to wait. That's it. I have to be thankful for everything that God gives me, and then I have to keep waiting and keep working until I begin to receive and begin to be able to do the things that I want to do. The things I want to make happen. So that's my story for today, for Gratitude Thursday, because at the end of the day, y'all, You got to be thankful. You got to be grateful, especially on a journey where not everybody seeks God, talks to God, you know, believe in God. But on a journey when you do all of that, when it comes to God, and you believe in Him and you trust Him, you know, I had to say sorry. Like, you know, I got in over my head. That's all. Just how I always do. I got in over my head. Started doing too much. You know, expectations. I just realized, you know, like, don't expect anything. Nothing. Not even from people, from situations. Like, don't. I know He has brought me out of a lot. He's given me a lot thus far. He's gotten me through, you know, I wouldn't say a hard season, but a tough season. Like a season of test, a season of seeing if I could, you know, stay down. And He did get me through that. So, you know, I don't need to let up now. Keep doing what you've been doing. Keep working. Focus on what you got going on. Nothing more, nothing less. Focus on what's more important. Do not get off track for nothing. Do not let anything get you off track. Especially your old mindsets, the way you used to do things. Like, no. Especially when it feels familiar. No. So, you know, He really did humble me today. And then I had to humble myself. Like, girl, be thankful. The only thing you should have did was just say thank you. And I felt so bad when I just kept playing back the situation and how I handled it at first. You know, I was starting to feel bad and guilty. I was like, because that's so, like, you are so right. I was telling myself after the situation, after going through everything, I was like, you are right. Shouldn't have did nothing but said thank you and kept pushing. That's it. That's it. Still, you know, figure stuff out, but don't let it affect you at all. No matter how the outcome might be, do not let it affect you, your day. Just be thankful. And, you know, that was, you know, my lesson for today. You know, that was my lesson. I'm a new person now. I do things differently. And I had to realize that, yes, I do want a lot, but yes, I have to be patient too. Because, you know, like I'm telling myself, you know, it ain't even time right now. Like, just chill out. You know what I'm saying? You can be patient. You'll be okay. You'll survive. You'll live. It's okay. Keep going. You know, so that was my lesson in today. And I will tell you, like, it really did affect my mood. To just be standing here right now and I feel way better, like way lighter. Just, you know, because I had to work myself through that and I had to realize what God was doing. You know? And I was able to take the whole situation and get a win out of it because I learned something. I learned something, you know. Can't be ungrateful. Cannot be ungrateful. I can't be ungrateful. I refuse to be ungrateful. And I was portraying that a little bit, like just showing it a little bit this morning. So I had to, you know, I had to humble myself. God humbled me with what He did, but within the lesson, I had to humble myself. Like, that was the lesson. Humble yourself. Be grateful. Be patient. And, you know, I feel like I'm a patient person, a humble person, a grateful person. But you see how certain situations, and, you know, sometimes that's expectations. I had certain expectations. So certain situations can turn all that around really quick. You think you're working on something, you think you're doing good, and then a certain situation pops up that you like, hold on, I don't like that, you know? So you have to, it's a test though, it's testing you. And I feel like I passed with flying colors, and I'll never do that again. I'll never, ever show that type of attitude again. So I had to humble myself, and then I had to say thank you, you know? And then I had to remind myself, patience is a virtue. So today we are grateful for flowers. Flowers. And when I seen this one, like when I picked it out of the jar, I was like, oh Lord. Because I was like, it's gonna be a quick one. If it wasn't for the story I just gave y'all, it would have been a quick one because truthfully, I do not like flowers, but I don't like them as a gift. So if you buy me flowers, like, don't buy me flowers. But you can buy me flowers, but I just feel like they're gonna die. I don't know how to take care of plants and stuff yet, so wait till I get there, and then, you know, because I appreciate it, but I don't want, like, I feel like it's wasted money. Like, they're gonna die. So, like, wait until I can properly take care of them and then give me flowers. Until then, I like the other type of flowers better, because that's not gonna go to waste. So, okay, my first reason, of course, it is a sign of gratitude and love when used as gift giving. It makes people feel loved. So again, I don't like them as a gift. I don't. Like, I just feel like if you get me flowers, you don't really know me. I also feel like that if you get me flowers, thank you. You know, you thought of me. It was a sweet gesture. So, you know, of course I'll be grateful for that. But to know me is to know that you can go get me, how much some flowers cost? Like less than $5. You can go get me some pens. If you want to get me something small and thoughtful, just go get me some pens or a little notebook or some highlighters, for real. Like, you know, that'll equal up to the flowers. A little dollar card up there, say, you know, I know you like to write and journal and stuff, you know. That's just my way. I feel like, yes, flowers are a way to show somebody that you care about them, you appreciate them. But as far as giving gifts and showing appreciation, I also feel like it's good to know a person. Like, to show you my appreciation, I wouldn't take you to Chick-fil-A when I know you like Zaxby's. Like, so for example, like, I'm with a friend and I want to show them gratitude, show them some appreciation, and I take them to Chick-fil-A and they don't eat nothing on the menu. I feel like that defeats the purpose of me even trying to show that type of gratitude. Like, I don't even know you enough to know that you, well, I know you don't like it, but, you know, I'm just gonna take you here anyway because this is where, you know, this is what I want to do to show my appreciation, but I know you don't eat here. So yeah, so it's like, you know, flowers can be appreciated when somebody is giving them to someone and, you know, that'll make them feel loved. They are used as a thoughtful gift, and that's something to be thankful for. So that was my first thing. Like, I know people like flowers, so, you know, I would use them as a gift. If I know somebody loves flowers and I wanted to show my appreciation, I'm grateful that I can go get some flowers and give them to them because they love flowers, you know. And I'm also gonna be honest and say this was hard for me to do, coming up with 3 reasons. So, like, I was like, well, you know, if I only get two is fine, and, you know, at least I thought about it. But it was very hard for me to come up with 3. It was. But I had to get inspired, so I did grab my gratitude book and see kind of what she said, because I feel like it was a hard one to really think for me, because I really don't, you know, I have this relationship where I don't really care for them, you know, because I was thinking about gift wise. So when I was able to read what the book was saying, I was like, okay, you know. Then I started to be able to think a little bit more, because I was like not thinking deep about it, because I, you know, my mind has always been made up about me not liking flowers, so to have to give reasons why I'm grateful for them was hard because I don't like them. That's what I always said. So, but it was just because I don't like them as a gift. So, number 2, they are beautiful. They have a variety of kinds and colors, so truly a beautiful sight to bask in. And this was one that I had before I looked in the book, because let's just be honest, like, they are beautiful. Like I've mentioned, just this year is when I really start to get into nature. So yes, I love to see flowers growing. Like, I love to see sunflowers on the ground. You know, me and my best friend, we went to a garden here in Greenville. I forgot what it's called, like the real word for it, but that was great. It was beautiful, actually. Like, it was actually something. She likes flowers. Like, you know, I think they're beautiful. I don't really like OMG, you know, but I do think they are beautiful. And being there and doing that with her, that was real cool. Like, I wouldn't mind going to other places, or, you know, different parts of the world, like traveling and, you know, going sightseeing and just see flowers, go to people's gardens and stuff like that. Well, not people's, but, you know, some people have like national gardens and, you know, museums and all types of stuff. What is it, botanicals and stuff like that. So I wouldn't mind being in an atmosphere like that, because flowers are beautiful, and it's amazing to see all the different kinds that they are, because I believe it's so many. Like, I don't know, I don't keep up, but I know it's a variety of different flowers out there in this world. So yes, to be able to walk through that and see everything and see the different colors, it makes you smile, it makes your heart warm, and it does make you feel good. It really does. Like, I seen some sunflowers the other day that were growing. I was like, oh gee. So like, and then I seen some on a tree one day on campus, and they were beautiful. It's the fact that I've gotten into nature. Like, my favorite thing about nature is the water and the trees, honestly. But just because I've gotten into nature, if I see some beautiful flowers or something like that, it's more noticeable to me. Like, I'm not like OMG, but I notice it enough to be like, you know, that I like that. So that's really as far as it goes with me. Like, if I notice it and see it, it'll attract my attention. I'll be like, oh, I'll speak on it. But, you know, other than that, I'm still really not a big fan. But, you know, I'm grateful that they are beautiful, and there are so many kinds. It was just one flower, that'd be kind of boring. I think so. But if it was one flower that came in different colors, that's different. But if it's just one flower and one color, that's boring. So I'm grateful that, you know, they are here for the people that love them. And then for somebody like me that, you know, I like to sightsee, I like to explore. So again, if I'm traveling, I wouldn't mind going to a botanical, is it botanical? Botanical? I don't know. Garden, and, you know, taking pictures. Like, oh, I went to one in Cali. That was fun. We went and saw roses. I think it was different types of roses. I went with my sister. That was beautiful. Now that was amazing. I did enjoy that. Seeing all the types of flowers and roses, that was good for me. So, you know, I love the beauty in it. How about that? I appreciate the flowers' beauty. They better not be out here cutting grass no more this week. But yes, so I appreciate its beauty. To sum it all up, to sum all my talking up, that's what I appreciate about flowers. Because when they do catch my eye, they catch my eye because of how beautiful they are. And I appreciate that, because beautiful things make me feel good inside, makes me feel happy, especially in nature. So that's number 2. So number 3, they symbolize change and growth. The ability to go from a little seed to a beautiful flower. I put follower. To a beautiful flower allows me to think about the journey of the things I want to grow for myself. My plans, personal goals, and dreams have the ability to do the same. So when y'all watch this, can I be honest and say that when I started it and I was like, welcome to Nay's Garden, I didn't really realize how much, I really didn't realize that that metaphor had taken a life of itself within this channel. Because I'm always talking about growth and change and plants and seeds and gardens. Like, I just captioned it like, welcome to Nay's Garden. I didn't realize that, you know, I had actually brought something alive, metaphorically, you know. Because that's literally all, you know, that's how I've been looking at it. I didn't think I would continuously look at personal goals and my dreams and ideas and plans. I didn't think I would continue to look at it as a seed growing into something else, not just flowers, but fruit, vegetables, whatever, because it's different things that it's going to grow into. I really didn't realize when I was like, welcome to Nay's Garden on my first video, I really didn't realize that I had spoke that into life, like in a way where that I would continuously look at it as a garden, everything that I have going on. But I do. And So when I was doing the third one, it just brought me back to that metaphor. You know, equating my personal goals, plans, dreams to that of a seed that I planted and that I'm growing. I didn't know that it was going to be a reoccurring message, basically. You get what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for flowers and its ability to do that, because it has allowed me to sit there and look back on this journey and say, Dad, that's the way my personal goals, ideas, and dreams are gonna go. I planted them, I water them and nurture them, speak over them. I'm toiling, I'm working on that seed, on those seeds. I'm putting in work with the seeds that I have planted. And when you're putting work into the seed, you're watering it, you're pulling the negative weed, the bad weeds off of it, you're nurturing it, you speak to it, talk to your plants, and they will talk back to you. The Janae Eco song, she had a doctor up there saying that. Talk to your plants, they will talk back to you. I need some plants around here, for real. I need to start practicing. I think I got a green thumb. I really do. My grandma was telling me that my great-granddaddy, they didn't have to go to the store for anything because he had a farm. She told me they only had to go to the store for something. I can't remember. But I think milk. But other than that, like, everything else, he farmed. They ate off his farm. I gotta ask her some more about him too. But she tells me stuff, but I be wanting to know more. But when I get to my hometown, I'm always running. I gotta make more time for her. I'm always, because I be trying to see everybody at once all the time. I be like, I'm coming back, and I don't ever come back because I gotta go see other people. Like my family, they all everywhere. So, you know, that's why I'm thankful when we're all in the same place, because I can check that off. I ain't gotta go nowhere but right here. Yeah, so that's why I'm grateful, because it allows me to think about my own journey. It allows me to think about my own garden that I have planted. And then again, you know, after you put that work into it, speak that life into it, you get to watch it grow into something beautiful. You get to watch your personal goals be accomplished. You begin to watch your ideas and plans come to life. You get to see your dreams come true. You get to see that flower bloom. It's like, I don't even know the correct terminology when it comes to a garden, if y'all didn't realize yet. Like, you get to see that tomato come alive. You get that strawberry is ready to be picked. Those beans are ready to be picked. It's like, nah. But, you know, it's a process. It's a process. Not everything sprouts and comes up and is ready at the same time. So that's all it made me do. Like, just be grateful that, you know, I can think about a flower and think, I'm a human. I do the same thing. And my plans can do the same thing. Even as being a human, you know, your own life cycle, your own life. You know, I was just thinking about that earlier. I was just thinking my inner child. I was just like, I lied to y'all not. I was just in the mirror because I was waiting for him to stop cutting grass. So I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was just telling myself, the little girl version is proud of you. The teenage girl is proud of you. The young adult version of you is proud of you. They are proud of the 25-year-old woman that you are becoming, that you are always meant to be. You have grown into a beautiful woman, you know, a beautiful flower, you know. So I'm grateful for what it symbolizes. The ability to change and grow into something so, you know, little, so, I'm trying to think of something good. Something People see a seed and they say, oh, that's just a seed. They come back and they see a flower and they run into it. They saw how beautiful that seed has grown. They might even forget that that was the seed that they just said, oh, that's just, you know, it just depends on how you look at it. But, you know, that's what I came to for my third one. Just, you know, just sitting back and thinking about a flower, like what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? And then just thinking about how it grows, and you thinking about everything that you have going on at the same time. You're like, this is why I'm grateful, because it allows me to remind myself of my own change and growth, and to realize also the change and growth of my plans, my goals, and my dreams. So y'all, that is all that I have for you today on this beautiful Thursday. Y'all stay safe. Y'all be blessed. Stay beautiful. You guys are beautiful. Be humble. Be patient. Be kind. Be gentle. Show compassion. You are love. Love is within you. So show love. Shine your light. Most importantly, be yourself. Nobody else can do it better than you. Be you. And stay true to who you are. And be grateful. Be grateful. No matter what, be grateful. Even if you expecting certain stuff and, you know, things don't work out how you think they are, it's for a reason. So be grateful and be thankful for everything. I love you guys from my heart to yours.